Hey guys, well it's the 5th of March in 2024 and tonight I'm going to do you a nightlife tour and I'm going to do you a night out here in Łódź in Poland. Łódź is the third biggest city in Poland with a population of over 700,000 people. I highly recommend this city for a city break, and this city has excellent nightlife. This city is full of bars and restaurants and clubs, and it's a city with lots and lots of different universities like the Technological University, the Film University, and many, many more. There is lots and lots of bars, clubs and restaurants on this street. This is called Piotrkowska Street. It goes on for 5 kilometers. It is the longest high street in the whole of Europe. It just goes on and on and on. And there are so many different food places, so many different options to drink. This would be an ideal option for stag parties and hen parties coming from Britain. It would be a very, very good option for a party holiday with your friends. People who like nightlife will really, really like this city, and you're definitely not short of options. So on the left side here, you have a nice beach bistro called La Vende Bistro. You can just see on the left. And then swinging across to the right side, we have all different food places here up and down. Lots of fast food places here. There's Zahir Kebab. And next door, we've got Bobby Burger, the burger chain, all over Poland. So in England, we have a lot of McDonald's and Burger King. And in Poland, they have Bobby Burger in every city in Poland. They do really good burgers, actually, in Bobby Burger. It's really impressive. This end of the street tends to have lots of the food options. And as you go further on down the street, you see more of the bars and the nightclubs. So I recommend Łódź because it's very good value for money. It's an artistic city. It's a creative city. They call it Hollywood because if you look down, you can see the names of all the movie stars here on the floor. All these plaques with all different movie stars on. I'm just walking past now. This is home to one of the oldest film schools in Europe. And it's very, very famous for the movie industry. There's 10 different film festivals every year held here in Łódź. So it is up there in terms of film. It's the Polish city that is the most famous for films and movies and actors and directors and that type of thing. They all visit here in Łódź. And it's also famous for the fashion industry. And a lot of the famous fashion people, they've been here. All the fashion companies come here for the fashion festival every year. People like companies like Prada and all the big famous companies, they come here as well. So on the right side here, you have the Bulgarian restaurant. I went there last time. I had a lovely shopska salad. It was just like what I eat when I go on my holidays to Bulgaria. I do love Bulgaria, so I really, really like it in there. And you've got no shortage of lovely cafes. There are so many lovely cafes to choose from in this city. This one is called Alo. So let's have a peek through the window and see what it's like inside, guys. So the vibe looks lovely. Really, really nice place for people watching. Let's have a peek further inside. It's really modern type of decoration inside there. Which is good value for money. The prices are a bit lower than in Krakow where I live because Krakow is very, very expensive right now. It's prices for tourists really in Krakow, Poland now. And there it is, it's called Alo. So below you can see all the plaques there with the famous actors. A lot of famous movies were filmed here. Famous Polish movies were filmed here in Łódź. And they have the Stary Kino, the oldest cinema in the whole of Poland here in Łódź. So you must visit the Stary Kino. It's a really unusual cinema. They have 2 films every single day. And they have a really nice cocktail bar that's just opening today inside the Stary Kino. They have the Stary Kino Hotel just above. That's where I'm staying on number 120 on Piotrkowska. And I do recommend that hotel. It's about £40 a night. Very good value for money. It's very modern and the rooms are very unusual as well. So on the right side, we've got a special Polish chocolate shop. It's called Pielnia Chocolate, and it's chocolate from Wedel. And Wedel is very, very famous for chocolate, some of the best chocolate in Poland. So maybe buy some gifts for your family and do try the Polish chocolate. We've got mangal there on the right side. It's food from Turkey. It's Eastern type food there. There's restaurants here from so many different countries. I'm really, really impressed by this city. I really like the vibe here and the people are so friendly. Łódź is a really, really good city. It's practically unknown to British tourists, and a lot of tourists I know from around the world, they've never been to Łódź, but it's the third biggest city in Poland, and I want to do some tours and I want to put it on the map because I think people should check out Łódź. It's definitely well worth a visit for a city break. On the right side, we've got a bar called Bistro. Let's have a look inside and see what's going on. It's a Tuesday night, it's 8 o'clock at night, so it's a Tuesday, so it's a bit quieter than usual. Have a look there. That's a cool bar though. It's absolutely buzzing at the weekend. It's a bit quiet today just because it's a Tuesday. Let's have a look through there. So there's the bar there. Let's have a look inside. They're doing Brooklyn beer from the USA in there as well. That's really cool. I really do like Brooklyn beer actually. So this street is just wonderful for architecture. The facades on the buildings, as you can see opposite, are all just perfect. It's really, really impressive. It's kind of like industrial architecture here in some parts of the city. Some parts of the city have been revitalized, like there's a shopping complex and a leisure complex called Manufactura. I do recommend you try Manufactura. It's one of the best, it's one of the biggest shopping centers in the whole of Poland, and there's over 300 shops there in Manufactura. It's also got a cinema and a bowling alley. It's got the colorful fountains outside. It's got a gym there. You've got some clubs there and bars and cafes. You've just got everything down in Manufactura, so it's definitely worth a visit, guys. But it's always interesting to see what it's like in a city at nighttime as well. So let's have a look opposite at this restaurant here. Oh, so this is the pizza place I saw last night, Pizza Nova. And you can actually watch them make the pizza. Let's have a look there. It's good value for money. The pizzas start from about 25 Zloty, which is about £5, and they go up to about £10. They don't have pasta in there, it's just pizza, and they have all the options here. Here's the options on the menu there, for example. Different dough types as well. You can see most of the pizzas are 30 odd Zloty, so you're looking at about £7 or something like that for a pizza in there. This one opposite on the corner is a really fancy one. It's like quite exclusive, and it's just lovely decoration when you go inside. I love the way you can just sit in the window and you can just people watch. I mean, look at this one here. The seats are just lovely. Just looking inside there. You can see the seats there. It's a really lovely place to take a seat and people watch. It's called Veranda Restaurant, and that's also on Piotrkowska as well. It's really easy when you're here in Łódź because everything's on one street on Piotrkowska, so you don't get lost when you come here on holiday. Nothing's complicated, everything's easy to find. So opposite, we've got the Asian restaurant there called Pho. And it's doing cuisine from Vietnam. You can get food from all over the world here in Łódź. There's so many different options of restaurants and everything here. So let's have a look inside. So that's what it's like. It's all green inside as well. Let's have a look through the window. Always nice to look inside these places and see. Very modern decoration inside there. One thing to note though, I'll give you a tip. All of these restaurants, they have a daytime menu between 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock, Monday to Friday. It's called a dania dnia in Polish. So what that means is you get a very big discount. You pay about 35 Zloty, which is £7, and you will get a 3-course meal or a 2-course meal for £7. There'll be a dish of the day, and you get a soup to start as well. So ask for a dania dnia. It's well worth doing. The average price for a beer here is around 12 Zloty, which is about €3, and some bars are €4, which is like 16 Zloty. Last night I was drinking Pilsner beer. I was paying 15 Zloty for a Pilsner Czech beer. That's a little bit more because it's imported from the Czech Republic. This restaurant here is called Lavash, and this is special food from Lebanon. I went in here last night, actually. The decoration is really nice inside. Let's have a look in there. And they've also got food inside there from Georgia, sorry. But if you look, the decoration's absolutely lovely, so you can have a look in Lavash. Most of the main courses are about 10 to 15 pounds in Lavash restaurant there as well. Going opposite, you can see the Indian restaurant. That's the Indian flag outside, so they have an Indian restaurant there as well. Cream, it says Cream Club and Bar, just there straight ahead. So that's like the famous Cream Club from Liverpool. It was one of the best clubs in Europe, and Cream was very famous in Liverpool and Ibiza for house music back in the day. Plenty of options here for fast food. You've got the Manufactura bar here on the left side. You can just see it there. That is a very cheap bar. For 19 Zloty, so less than £4, you can get a whiskey and Coke. That would be a red label with Coca-Cola, or a Grant's whiskey and Coca-Cola for less than £4. There's another bar I went to last night just opposite called Infinity Pub. It's quite dark and cozy inside. I also enjoyed it in there as well. There's so many different options. Let's have a look through the window of this Manufactura bar. And I'll have a look at the menu as well in a minute, and I'll just show you some of the prices here. You can get a beer there for like around 10 Zloty, which is about £2, less than €3. So here is the food options you can see on the left side, and you can see the drinks there on the right side. So you can get a vodka Polish beer for 9 Zloty, or a Bratski Polish beer for 10 Zloty. That's for a half-litre beer. Or you can get a GVH beer for 13 Zloty. They're the main brands of Polish beer. You can get things like toasties and nachos on the menu as well. You can also get some Polish food like bigos and pierogi. Well, when you're here in Poland, I recommend you try pierogi. There's so many different types of pierogi. They're like raviolis with a filling inside. So you can have cheese and potato inside, or you can have meat inside, or cabbage inside. There's so many different things that you can have inside a pierogi. You can even have a sweet cheese pierogi, but they do them differently in different parts of Poland. You must try the potato pancakes with mushroom, the potato pancakes with goulash. Polish potato pancakes are really, really delicious too. And always try the Polish soup, especially the Żurek soup. Żurek soup is my favorite Polish soup. It's very unique. You can't get Żurek soup in other countries. It's a real Polish thing, but you must ask for it when you're here. It's got sausages inside and garlic inside. It's got a really unique taste. So there's lots of lovely cafe bars like this. You can see it straight ahead. It closes at about 7 o'clock at night, this one. It's called Brednia. And it's a wine bar as well as a coffee shop too. And they've got all the seats outside here, you know, ready for the summertime and everything. The weather's been about 2 degrees today. It was very, very cold today here, actually. It was much, much warmer in Krakow. Krakow was about 16 degrees yesterday, and I'm surprised it's so cold here, especially in March. I thought it would be a bit warmer. Opposite, we've got a Ukrainian place called Piana Visnia, and they do a special liqueur drink from the Ukraine. It tastes a bit like a cherry wine, and in English they call it the drunk cherry. So this is very, very popular. This will be like really, really busy at the weekend. And a lot of people, they stand outside and they have those drinks on their tables there outside. You can see the lovely terrace there as well. And you can buy the bottles of it to take away as well. So let's just take a look through the window on this one, and let's take a look through. Really cool decoration inside, all the red lights. It's very, very popular. But they've got these in all the Polish cities, every single. We've got these in Krakow. I've seen ones open recently in Rzeszów as well. I've seen one of these in Warsaw, so I'm sure they're like everywhere in Poland. It's about £4 for one of the cherry drinks. The bigger drinks are about £6 or something like that. So it's not that cheap really, but it's nice. So you get to the end of this street, and then you turn off to the right side and you get to the tram station. And the tram station is well worth a look because it has this special colourful roof that was designed in 2012. Somebody won a competition between designers, and they created this beautiful roof on the tram station. So just go down to take a look, and you see all the colors on the roof, and it's the most beautiful tram station in the whole of Poland. So this bar here is called Chicas and Gorillas. And chicas mean, a chica is a girl in Spanish language, for example, and it's very cheap in this bar. You can get a cocktail for 20 zloty. I went in there last night and it was really cheap. It's 15 zloty there for the hot wine. You can get the hot beer for 14 zloty. It's got all the prices are displayed very clearly, so it's brilliant. You know exactly what to pay. There's the hot wine there on the left side for 13 zloty. You can get the Soplica vodka. It's like a fancy cocktail drink for 15. And on the wall, you've got all the cocktails there on the left side on the wall, so you can see all the prices. You've got the mango shots for 5 zloty, which is £1, just over one and a quarter euros, more or less. And you've got the big screen there at the back. Looks really, really cool in that bar. Go in for a drink there probably later on, actually. But I have to say, the best bar I've been to here is the Stare Kino bar. It's one of the best cocktail bars in the whole of Poland, so I definitely recommend that. And if you want views of the whole city, go to the Puro Hotel, which is at the end of Piotrkowska. You get a square, you turn off to the left side of the square, and then you get to the Puro Hotel, where you get views of the whole city from the roof. So that's definitely worth a visit if you're a tourist here as well. So on the right side here, you've got the Cosmic Mini Golf. So it's a pub, but you play mini golf inside the pub. And it's down this alleyway here on the right. Here, the sign for golf. So if you're over with some friends, like on a stag party, hey man, or something like that, then you can have a game of golf down there. It's really good fun. See the lights down there, down the tunnel. And you see these Bolt scooters around as well. That's an alternative to a taxi. It's just a cheap way to get around town. You can download the Bolt application, and you can access the Bolt scooter from there, from the Bolt application. If you want to get a taxi here in Łódź, I recommend you 2 taxi applications. One is called Bolt and one is called Uber, and they will save you 50% on a normal street taxi. I arrived yesterday at the train station, and it was the Kaliska train station yesterday. It's about 10 minutes taxi drive from here on Piotrkowska, and a street taxi asked me for 30 zloty, but then I went on the application on Bolt and it cost me 15 zloty. So I saved myself 50% by using the application. So Łódź in the past, it was famous for factories and the textile industry. It was an industrial city, and Łódź is, you know, it was very, very polluted with all the chimneys, with smoke coming out of the chimneys and everything, and it had that reputation. It had a bad reputation amongst Polish people. Many Polish people, when I'm in Krakow, for example, they say, oh, why are you going to Łódź? And they generally criticize Łódź, but I think Łódź is an absolutely fantastic city. If you come here, you'll be really, really surprised. The architecture's lovely. People are really, really friendly and nice in Łódź. And there's so many good restaurants here. It's a city of art and culture and entertainment. They've really rejuvenated this city over the last 10 or 15 years. And so many new places have opened. There's a power plant here in the city. And I think it's called the EC1. And they're renovating this power plant into a new trendy zone of the city. The city is just going up, up and up. And you've got lots of corporations here now in the city as well. In the past, lots of people were tradesmen. They were working in industrial industries, but now it's totally changing. It's full of students here. Lots and lots of students are here from all over the world. I saw some Turkish students here yesterday. Some students from all kinds of different countries all over the world come here to Łódź as well. So it's a really thriving city. But guys, thank you very much for watching my guided tour today. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Travel with Col, and that's Col with a C-O-L. Guys, please give me some likes and comments as well, because it helps the channel. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.